One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah. Thought you was riding. Thought you was 10 toes down. The second something shiny came, you folded. It's cool though. You just told me how to move. Watch this. Used to think we was a unit, thought the back was covered. Thought you was my dog, man, thought you was my brother. Smiling in my face, shit, you really played a part. Acting like you with me, had me giving you my heart. But the loyalty was passing, man, that shit was see-through. Waiting for your moment, that's what fake ones be, do. Soon as opportunity came knocking on the door, you ain't even hesitate, you just went and ask for more. You ain't look back once, you went your own way. Show me who you were, man, I got nothing left to say. I ain't mad, I ain't bitter, ain't no salt to spill. You just lit a fire, man, you just made the focus real. You just gave me fuel, man, I'm moving only faster. I ain't got no time for what a flaky person says. I am on a mission, you are in my way. I'm cutting off the dead weight, I don't care who suffers. If you ain't with vision, then you're undercovers. Sleeping on the grind, I am wide awake. Every year you handed me, just tell me what to take. And I'm taking everything I am putting first. All that fake love, man, it was a damn curse. Now the curse is broken, now I see the path. You just woke the monster, you can do the math, yeah. This a full court, press it, I ain't letting up. Put myself first, I'm feeling my own cup. No empathy, no sympathy, I'm on my purpose. Y'all just flaky people, man, you make me nervous. This a full court, press it, I am all out focused. Who ain't in my team, then you're just a locust. I ain't mad, I'm motivated, time to run the score. Yeah, I'm locked in, man, I'm kicking down the door. So I don't look around, I just look ahead. Every promise that I made to myself is fed. All focus, all gas, I ain't gotta brag. I don't care about your feelings or your new mistake. You made your choice, and now I'm making mine. My purpose is the only thing I see. I'm on the line, you are just a ghost, man, a lesson that I learned. Thanks for showing me that my own back is all I earn. So I'm holding it down, I'm the one I trust. Turning all the betrayal right in the dust. Watch me build an empire while you watch me from the side. Should've stayed down, man, you should've learned to ride. Full court present. All focus, all out. No sympathy. Yeah. Locked in. Purpose.
Well. We have just about made it to the end of 2025. Yes. That means in a little over a week, we will be at 2026, brand new year. But the question is going to be, is it going to be the same old you? That is the question we all have to ask ourselves. Are we going to get better in 2026? Or are we going to be the same old lousy person that were in 2025? And that's only if you're a lousy person, because there are a few people who aren't lousy people and they are very, very productive. But for the majority, are you going to make a difference? I am Techo Trauf. We are engineered to win on this channel. We have an awesome show lined up for you tonight. We are going to be fiddling with our focus timer on the time cost calculator. We're going to be running our tests to see how they are. And if all of that goes well, we are going to start our process of pushing the app to the respective app stores, the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So we've done it before, but I think we're just about done with our focus timer. We have our history looking well, probably add a feature to delete some history entries, whatever. And we'll go from there. During our breaks, we are talking about Udemy being acquired by Coursera. I talk about Udemy all the time. I mention Coursera every now and then. I've never used them before, but acquisition, we're going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about Will.i.am, the musician, talking about work-life balance. You guys know how I feel about work-life balance, right? If you don't, I'll share it when we get there. And then lastly, did AI accuse a man, leading him to prison, but it was a false accusation, and he was assaulted while he was in prison? We're going to review that as well. All of that tonight. So much work to do tonight. We're going to have a great grand old time. But before we do anything, before we jump into any of that, I have to take care of you, my people. So first and foremost, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I know I'm saying Merry Christmas now because Christmas is in 2 days, but the question is, will we be live on Christmas Day? Will we be live on Christmas Day? The people want to know. Absolutely, we will be live because guess what? The apps will not build, I was about to say the apps will not build themselves, but some people think that they will, but because they kind of do, but I need to direct them. So we still have to work on our Stream Deck plugin, and while everyone is opening up their gifts and having lovely time with family and everything like that, I'll still have a lovely time with my family, but I will carve out my 2 to 2.5 hours to work because every single day we have to get it in, and that is what the purpose is about. I'm going to do jujitsu with my son. we're going to open up gifts and all that stuff, but I have to stay dedicated to the mission and to the purpose. So we will be live on Christmas Day. There's no way around it. We have to. What's the time? Probably the same time, but we'll confirm that. No biggie. But we're gonna get to work. All right. So we will be here. We will be here because we don't miss. We do not miss. We refuse to miss. I almost went somewhere. I promised myself I wasn't gonna go, but so I'm not gonna go there. I am not gonna go there. But Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We've made it another year. We have made it another year. All right. The Purpose album on all streaming platforms. The intro song, Full Court Press, that is going to be the theme, the anthem for 2026. We are going to have a full court press every single day, 24 hours in a day. All right. 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. We're going to be full court press the entire time. We will not relent. No mercy, no sympathy, no empathy. We're going to go out there and get it. That is the declaration that we are making tonight. Full court press, nothing stopping us. Nothing. I repeat, nothing is going to stop us from winning, from being successful, from running it up because that's what we do here. We are tech barbarians. We are tech mercenaries. We are ruthless. We are relentless. That is what we're going to be doing. 2026, here we come. And I say that before we even get into 2026, all right? We're not waiting to New Year's for some lame old New Year's resolution or whatever you want to call it. No, we started 6 months ago. We started a year ago. We don't stop. We might get a little tired on the way. We might get a little burnt out every now and then, but that's why we take a power nap and then we get right back at it and we go a full court press all day, every day. That's how I see it. 365, 24/7. All right. That is the spirit. That is the mindset of the tech barbarians, of the tech mercenaries. All right. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right. I had to get that out. I had to get that out. All right. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Just a little bit of housekeeping. First and foremost, for everyone who has been with me this year, shout out to you. Thank you so much. All of the subscribers, everyone that allowed me to add just a little bit of, even if it was 30 seconds of value, I was able to add into your life, whether you agree or disagree, whatever it is. I truly appreciate every last one of you.
I appreciate you.
You guys are the absolute amazing, the best. Shout out to my tech barbarians, those who I work with one-on-one, those who join me for our vibe coding chills. We share insights, topics, ideas, those who participate in the scrum nights, all of that good stuff. We work so hard. We are relentless. All right? And that's why we are the absolute best.
We the best.
All right, we are the best. We are the best. And last but not least, my tech mercenaries. Shout out to my tech mercenaries out there. The YouTube channel members who allow this channel to go across the entire world. Across the entire world. I get messages, comments in Russian, in German, in Chinese, in Japanese, all over the world, in Spanish, all because of the tech mercenaries are holding me up, watching out for me, having my back. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right. Like I said, we don't miss. So tomorrow we will be premiering the software expiration. We're going to be looking at the role of AI security engineer. Yes, artificial intelligence security engineer. We're going to be breaking that down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you really ready to join the AI red team? Yes. The AI red team fighting these AI demons. You know what? I'm gonna play Magnetar's lifesaver sound. Are you ready to fight these AI demons? If so, tune in tomorrow noon Eastern time as we review what does it take to be on the AI red team. All right, that is what we want to do. So, and then Thursday night or Thursday at some point of the day, maybe it might be a little bit earlier because I don't have to go to my day job, so I might start a little bit earlier. Who knows? But we're going to be working on our Stream Deck plugin, making it look a little nice. I said the other day on Sunday that I gave up the whole idea of trying to get the audio isolated. I just said, you know what? I'm going to share desktop audio through OBS because the issue is OBS and not my Stream Deck plugin. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna move on from that. I'm sharing the desktop audio. So now I should never have that Stream Deck sound issue again. So it is what it is. But my timer does work. So I am super excited about that. And Friday, of course, the bug bite. I don't even remember what the bug bite is about, but we will review. We'll talk about it on Thursday. All that good stuff. Sadly, because I believe that most people will be busy this weekend. So I am going to hold off on our vibe code and chill for another maybe 2 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. No, I might be able to do it in 2 weeks. We'll see. But holding off this, actually, no, I think I might be busy. I don't know. We'll see. But we're not going to do it this weekend. And I'm gonna start working on some new stuff over the break, all of that good stuff. Right. So that is the plan coming up for the next few days. All right. I'm going to check the comments, or I'm going to check the chat. Then I'm going to jump into a semi-icebreaker. It's not really icebreaker, but it's an update of what I plan for 2026 on this channel. We'll get there. But let me check the chat because I got my guy, Junior, in the building. What's up, Junior? Junior's like, what's up, coach? What's up, Junior? And Junior knows me all too well. He says work-life balance. What? What the hell is work-life balance? It's all about that work balance. Let's go.
We the best.
It's true. He knows me. Junior knows me all too well.
Ain't believing us.
And we have, by the way, I am streaming on Twitch tonight because Maddox called me out on Sunday. My guy Maddox called me. He's like, what? He's like, hold up. We're not on Twitch anymore. I was like, God, no, don't call me out.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
But now that I adjusted my OBS settings and now my CPU usage is so low, my streaming is amazing. So I'm like, you know what? We are going back. I'm going back to Twitch. And we are back on Twitch tonight. We are back on Twitch. We have Elemental Magic Card Game. Says hello to you as well, Elemental Card Game. Says, is it time for Idris 2? I have no idea what Idris 2 is. Let me see. What is Idris 2? Because guess what? Sadly but surely, I am not a gamer. The only game that I know how to play is building software. I know how to play the game of building software. And that's what we do here. And if you're looking for me to have a remote control in my hand, I am so sorry to disappoint. But I am... The only game that I play is Idris 2 is not a game. Idris 2 is not a game. Idris 2 is a let me see. I was just reading it over here. So let's take a look. Look at that. Some insight right here. Idris 2 is purely functional programming language with first class types. What? I have never heard of that. So we're gonna have this is gonna fit in well with my 2026 content plan for you guys. So Idris 2 is purely functional programming language with first class types for installation. All right, so let me see. Let's see. Resources to learn Idris 2. Type driven development with Idris Edwin Brady. Let me see. This was written for Idris 1. If you're using Idris 2. Functional programming, a tutorial on elaborator reflection. This looks absolutely amazing. I have no idea what it's used for, but guess what? With that being said, heading into 2026, we're going to be looking at all types of softwares, languages, so people reach out to me like, hey, can you talk about my program? You know what? Sure. Let's take a look at it. So let me keep going with the chat. He says, I use Idris 2 because I want to do a good job. And I'm sure you're doing an amazing job. I'm sure you are doing an amazing job. And thanks to you, you see, look at that. Back on Twitch for the first time in a long time. And I have an amazing chat comment already. I'm adding this to my 2026 bucket list of things to investigate. Thank you so much, Elemental Magic Card Game. I truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's jump into the little semi icebreaker, kind of like an icebreaker, kind of an update. So Motech in 2026. We're going to be jumping into more QA topics, QA related news, AI, of course, QA times AI, more news reactions. You know how we talk about Facebook, Meta, Nvidia. We're going to be doing more of those reactions because here's what has been happening, right? Here's what's been happening. My reactions have mainly come from like on stream, and it's like 3 per live stream, but there's so much more tech content out there for me to react to. And I'm like, oh man, I want to, and then I end up having this long backlog, and sometimes information gets outdated. So, I said, you know what? I cannot do this. I can't do this. I need to get more reactions in. So what I plan on doing is the candid conversations that we normally have on Monday. I think it's been 2.5 years. 52 plus 52 is 104 plus another 26. So we have about 104 plus 26, about 130 candid conversations where I am drilling in and like, all right, we need to have this mindset, focus on this, work on that. And it's really good stuff. But here's the thing. If you haven't picked up on the candid conversation topics by now, then I'm sorry, but not sorry. There is nothing that I can do for you at this point. I'm sorry, okay? So I'm going to be releasing more content, more reactions, and then Mondays, it's going to be a mix of what I'm thinking about doing is like prompt with me, right? So different prompts, how to strategize on learning, how to take these online courses so they can be more efficient, how to use AI to take these courses, how to prompt better. And then we're also going to be having some more the reactions aren't going to be like the Monday premiere, but just different content that is going to help you get better in this tech space, get better with the AI, get better with QA, because testing is major. Testing is major. So that is what I'm planning on doing on Mondays. And you know, so we're still going to be doing our software explorations, where we're looking at different tools, different softwares, different languages, different strategies, but it's going to be even more about tech. And as far as the candid conversations, I have these candid conversations. Sometimes maybe an icebreaker, but if something comes up, if I see something I want to talk about, if something's on my heart, I can talk about it during our icebreaker, and then we can go from there. Right. So that is what that's the strategy that we're going to be employing going to 2026. Motech.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So that is the plan going into 2026 that I've had. And things are always subject to change, to evolve, to grow. But that's what I have on my mind. All right. Cool. So with that being said, we are going to get to work. Let me move this thing down real quick. Let me see. Tuesday. All right, there we go. And we're going to go to Tuesday. All right. So enhancing and testing our calculator focus timer. So our calculator focus timer is pretty damn good at this point, but little things here and there we need to do. I'm going to start off our first timer.
It's time to do.
And I'm going to go to here. I have it running already. And so we have this. So I don't know why this is at 80. So a few things that we need to do, right? Here's what I noticed. We haven't tested the auto brake yet. We have this is defaulting to 80 for some reason. I don't know why. So we're going to get rid of that, and we are going to, I don't know why it's defaulting to 80. So we're going to get rid of that. And something else that I noticed was on the custom timer, so when you have auto brake turned on, once you start a new session, it kind of resets back to 0. So let's start off with this, right? So I'm gonna do a 1 minute timer in here, right? And while that 1 minute timer is going, I am gonna go in here and I'm going to say that when you first go to the Pomodoro or custom timer, the cost is defaulting to 80 cents. When it should be 0. So that's going to be, do I want to start with that one? Yeah, I'll start with that one. Let's do debug. Let's send less stuff in there so we can do less and not try to think as hard. That way we can easily piece it together. All right. So now the brake started, right? And I thought it said auto start brake. So the auto start brake is not working there. Wait, did it go to brake? Oh yeah. So is that brake right now? Brake time of 1 minute. And let's see what happens when it gets to 0. So, and the reason I'm doing like this, I'm having the app run to see different weird stuff that it's doing. but I am also having it fix some stuff at the same time. So right now what's running is it's not picking up these changes because I'd have to stop the app and then start it over again. But I might have been confused about one of the things that I saw, because I forgot about the whole total session cost. So once it gets down to 0 and I start work, it should keep counting up that total session cost. So let's see what happens. So break overtime. All right. So let's start work now. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually good. The session keeps counting up. So that's good. I didn't want that I wanted that to happen. So that's good. So this part is okay. Cause now this resets for the current session. The time is counting. So this part is actually perfect. So that's what we want. Let's see. Something else that I want is to add a sound when the timers expire, so that the person can know that their break is over or it's time to go to break. So let's get this thing done. So let's see what happens when this gets to 0. Why is it looking for 80? Fix issue, likely resetting it. I think it just needs to reset the initial duration. And let's say stop. Let's say complete session. Please enter a session name. Oh, I just found an issue. I don't have a spot to enter the session name on the. I just found a bug. I don't have a spot to enter the session name on the custom timer. But if I go here, I do. If I go here, I don't. I wonder if I put something in here and I go here, a complete. Okay, so that's interesting. That is interesting. Let's say 100, 200, save. Okay, so that's interesting. We need to, if we go to history, we need to. So that's a good catch right there. I am going to say that. All right, search for 80, add logs. So let's take care of this part first. Verify issue with logs, ask user to reproduce if needed, but it can probably infer it. I think it should just went straight to resetting the initial duration, but whatever. And then we need to be able to delete some of these entries as well. So after we do that, all right, so I've added logs to, based on my analysis, I suspect the issue does not reset when the timer stops. This causes the cost calculation to use the duration from previous session. You can confirm this. All right. Can you confirm if the issue appears only after you've used the timer once in the app session, or does it happen even when? It happens after using the timer once, I believe. How can I do a fresh? Let me see if I go to. Let's clear that out. Try to clear that out. Okay. And now let's try to run it again to see what happens. So if it's at 0 now, then that means that it's, yep. So it only happens after using the timer once. Let's do that. So yeah, it's basically the reset. So while it's doing that, I'm going to say when on the custom timer, it requires you to enter a session name to complete the session. However, the session name is the session name is only on the on the Pomodoro tab. All right, so that part should be done. And then we should I fixed the issue where the cost was defaulting to a non-zero. So now we're gonna start a new task. Well, let's try it. Oh, let me try it out. Let's say we do that. We do that. Stop session. Okay, so let's stop this. Start again. To start new task. Whoa, what just happened here? Double. What in the world just happened here? Okay, so what is going on here? All right, so let me copy this prompt and save it elsewhere. And let me go back to here, and I'm going to say I'm getting these errors when trying to start the app. And that's why testing is so important, because I thought it was going to work, and apparently it did not. This is the one that I want. I thought it was going to work just fine, and they said it told me
Do not come.
Sadly but surely. All right, that should fix it. All right, start the app again. Now, when we go to the timer, it should be at 0 when we go to the focus timer. I think we should just rename that tab though to just like in the navigation items to just focus instead of focus timer. I don't think it needs to be called focus timer over here. This should just say focus. Let me see if I can find it. Fix that manually. Let me see. Focus timer, main dart. Yep, that would be the bottom navigation. Let's do stop, run it again. I think just calling it focus should be just fine because it has a timer icon anyways. There we go. Just focus. That works. All right. So now that's 0. We start it. It's counting up. We stop it. Goes back to 0. Perfect. That's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. All right. So now I'm going to start a new prompt, and I'm going to go with to get the session. I'm going to switch to code so we can get the session name onto the custom say we need a way to enter the session name on the custom tab of the focus timer. All right. Send that off. And then we need to format these numbers to just put a comma in there and to be able to delete older stuff. Because you might want to delete some of these sessions from history for whatever reason, which like it's your app should be able to. And then once we get all the features that we wanted to add to this, then there is an AI aspect of this app that I want to build. But I think, so that's going to be there's going to be a free version of this app, right? With ads and stuff. And you can use a timer, do the reports, templates, all local and stuff to your phone. But then I do want to build in another portion of this app where it's like productivity on steroids, right? And it's going to, there'll be a login, there'll be a whole AI to analyze stuff. So I have the idea laid out, but I haven't really dove deep into it yet. But so this app, it has it has a big future, has a very big future to it if you care about the value of your time. Let's see where this thing is at. Running Flutter test. So right now it's writing tests to make sure that the functionality is correct. So that way when we look to make additional changes, we can run our suite of tests to make sure things are still working as expected. I'm not the biggest fan of, well, I'll say this. I'm not the biggest fan of these coding tools writing the initial test. I think we need to be a little bit more hands-on, but then once we get the first test running, then it can start adding its own test. Because it can be pretty expensive because when I was using Devin, I wasted a lot of money trying to get it to write my unit test for me. These AI tools are just not that good at it. All right, all the tests passed. So let's stop the app and run it again. Set up mocks for timer dependencies. Where are these mocks? Audio channel. All right, so let's go to here. This looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Perfect. This is perfect. So if we say test custom session, minutes 1, we say start. And things are going up, and we say complete the session. Let's say 5, 10, save. We go to our reports. Not reports. We go to history. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, perfect. So next up, we are going to let's format these numbers, right? So when I go to the history tab, the money made or money spent section does not have the currency formatting for formatting. It does not place the comma after the hundredths place. And I suspect it wouldn't for the 100,000 place. So let's get that one fixed up. Let's do a debug on that one. So now we're going to fix that part. And then I want to check if our audio is working. Our audio indicator. So we have auto start break after auto pause. All right. So auto pause and interruption, auto start break after work session. The default length for the timer and the break. So I have it at 1 just because it's faster to test it that way. We know that it works for longer durations. Add logs to, okay. Ask user to confirm diagnosis, fix the issue by using number format, fix the, I wonder if we have to fix this part too. We probably have to fix this part. Yep. All right, cool. So this one always messes up. So we'll go back to that one later. All right. I've analyzed the code and identified the issue. The code currently uses two-string format. To fix this, we should use number format currency from the international package. Do you want me to proceed with replacing manual formatting? Yes. Yes, let's fix it. I know that's the problem, so let's fix that. Even if if this part went to the thousands, it might mess that up too. Maybe we need to up our value so that we can see like $1,000 per minute. Because some people their minute is worth more than $1,000. Maybe some are more than $10,000. All right, so
Lunch break. Lunch break.
well, look at that. Look at that. Time is up. Let's see. Verify the fix. All right, so calculate entry and timer set. Okay, cool. So add it to the timer session too. So let's do this. Let's just check it real quick, and then we're gonna go to break. And hopefully it's retroactive to the previous entries. All right, let's go to history. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to break. Let's go to break. This is awesome. So next up, we're going to do deleting these. We're going to do deleting these like certain entries. Maybe slide over and you get the option to delete or to rename, delete or edit, I guess we should say. And then, yeah, cool. So that'll be what we do when we come back from break, and then we'll work on our test. But I think functionality wise, we are in a pretty good spot. All right. That, my friends, is a flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
All right. Let me check the chat, and then we shall go into our first topic of tonight. All right, nothing new in the chat. Perfect. All right, so first break time topic. Udemy? Can you believe Udemy got acquired by Coursera? Let's find out what exactly is going down. I have been using Udemy for the past, we're in 2025, literally 10 years. I've been using Udemy for the past 10 years. I've always heard of Coursera. I never actually used Coursera, but now they're merging. Coursera and Udemy agreed to merge in all stock transaction.
How dare you?
Let's find out what exactly is going on.
Of the combined company, and he joins us now in a first on CNBC interview to discuss. Greg, welcome. So tell me, this is big. You guys and Udemy are two very big public names in this space. The stocks have suffered since 2021, but you, in particular, Coursera, continue to grow across your universities, business with degrees, the consumer, and the enterprise. What's the rationale for combining?
Well, I think the rationale is pretty straightforward. The world has never needed the ability to skill and upskill more than it needs it today. The World Economic Forum forecasts that 39% of skills are going to need to change by 2030. That is a staggering amount of skill change. And this combination gives us an amazing ability to meet that need. So it unites our consumer business, which we're strong in, as you mentioned, with Udemy's enterprise strengths, creates a comprehensive ecosystem of expert instructors from leading universities, companies, and a dynamic instructor marketplace. And by doing all of that, allows us to better serve our core markets with shared innovation, data, and tech, and bring that to learners around the world. A combined company has more than 270 million learners around the world and nearly 20,000 enterprise customers.
You say you can.
But why are they losing money? Why are they losing money? I mean, on Udemy, you can get these really long, really good courses. Because I've learned so much on Udemy. You can get these really in-depth courses. When they go on sale like every other week, you'll get it for like 10, 15, 20 bucks. I don't think I've ever paid more than 25, maybe 30 bucks at the most for a Udemy course. So I don't know. I don't know. I really wonder what caused Coursera and Udemy to suffer in 2021, because in 2021, more than ever was the time that people were upskilling, because that's when everyone was like, oh, breaking the tech. Honestly, people should have tried to break into hard work instead of just trying to break into tech, right? I'm just saying.
I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest. Because people like, I want to make tech money, but I don't want to work tech effort. Right? So I'm just saying.
Can get annual run rate cost synergies of $115 million within 24 months of closing. How do you do that?
Well, obviously, there's a lot of work that's going to go into that between sign and close, but we believe there are real opportunities to look at where we can be more efficient across sales and marketing, G&A, and ensure that we're continued to be able to invest in the future of the company by bringing more technology to our learners and enterprise customers, and really leveraging AI to accelerate the pace of innovation for the combined company. By doing all of that, we're confident that those $115 million of annualized run rate synergies are going to help us get to an expanded adjusted EBITDA margin that is closer to 20%, which is really compelling from a shareholder perspective.
Does the Udemy brand continue, survive? Its consumer business really hasn't been growing recently while you have. So what happens with the brands? What do you emphasize versus pull back on, assuming these two brands combine as you plan?
I'm pretty sure they're going to be taking away those discounts. They might take away the discounts, or they might do away altogether with the. So basically, on Udemy, you can buy a course outright, or you can get a subscription, a learning plan where you pay monthly, certain amount, and you get access to all these courses. They will probably get rid of. You can buy a particular course for like 10, 15, 20 bucks and say they're going to make learning like a streaming platform model. So how on Spotify, on YouTube Music, on Amazon Prime, Amazon Music, Apple TV, Apple Music, Paramount, all of those, right? You pay monthly and you get access to everything. So then they'll say, all right, we'll have a plan where you get these type of courses for X amount of dollars. You get all these courses for this much more. And then you get the ultimate plan. You get all of these courses for this premium cost, right? But now the question is, how do the course creators, how is their pay going to be? Because what is stopping a Udemy instructor from branching out to their own, like to another platform, or either creating their own platform or going to like a school platform or something, right? So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. Let's see what he has to say about that.
The brands will combine. They will live on underneath the Coursera brand, and obviously we'll be really thoughtful.
So Udemy is going to be no more. So maybe it's going to be like Udemy by Coursera. or Udemy, a Coursera company. It might be something like that, but basically Udemy is dead. Udemy is gone.
About how we do that. We are big fans of the strength that Udemy has, in particular with their enterprise business and their dynamic instructor marketplace. Those are two incredible assets, and we want to build on them.
So he said particularly their enterprise business. So that means the little personal plans that you and I get, like those little one-off that we buy, gone with the wind. Yep.
And we believe that the combination of the two entities gives us the ability to have a shared technology platform and a single brand that delivers.
Because Coursera, from my understanding, they're already subscription based, right? I don't think they sell individual courses, so I don't know if they're going to keep that for Udemy.
There's more value to individual consumer learners and enterprise customers.
You and I have talked recently about the role AI is playing, particularly in driving demand for Coursera's business right now, as so many workers try to upskill, enterprises try to upskill their workers. I also wonder what effect you're seeing in customers, enterprises trying to use AI on their own to upskill, and to what degree Udemy has something to add to what you already have and have built out.
Well, Udemy has a thriving enterprise business with 17,000 enterprise customers, and they leverage AI and MCP to deliver.
See how he continues to focus on the enterprise customers. If you're someone like me, you're done. You're gonna have to pay some monthly fee.
In the workflow for some of their enterprise customers, we believe there's an opportunity to combine that with our strengths on the consumer side and really provide a much better foundation. Obviously, all of Udemy's enterprise customers will also gain access to our amazing catalog of content from the leading universities and industry partners. So we think there's an opportunity to really double down on all of that and really expand the opportunity and the ability to better serve those enterprise customers as they're looking, how do we upskill and reskill our workforce to ensure that they have the right talents, the right skills for what their job needs today as that changes at an unbelievably fast pace.
Finally, Greg, so feel free to add whatever concluding thoughts you have in here as well. Duolingo, last quarterly report, announced kind of a retrenching, a need to reinvest in the foundations of what they do because of this AI opportunity. As you look at this combination, how much cost might you have to pour into it as well to standardize the platform across both companies? What should shareholders expect?
Well, obviously, there'll be some one-time integration costs, but one of the benefits of this combination is that we'll only have to have one platform, not two separate platforms. And so as we work through that integration, we'll be able to invest more in a single platform that serves a larger customer base. So that investment obviously gets amortized over more learners, more enterprise customers, more revenue, and the adjusted EBITDA.
He really loves those enterprise customers. He's like, you know what? To you little one-time shoppers, get out of here. We do not want you here because you're costing us too much money. You're costing us too much damn money. Hey. How dare you say such a thing?
How dare you?
I mean, I said it, not him, but that's what he's really trying to say in CEO talk, all right?
Margin and the profile of that improving so dramatically gives us a foundation that enables continued investment to ensure that we're not just keeping pace with technology change, but we're also enabling our enterprise customers to do that themselves as well by serving them better.
There you have it. It's been a long, nice run for Udemy, but they have been acquired. They're going to be swallowed up by Coursera. And they now become one platform. So I guess when you want to go to your Udemy course, you got to go to Coursera, and hopefully you don't lose your stuff. I don't know. Oh, I have to look more, do some more research on what's going to happen with like what happens if you had courses on Udemy. Do you still get to keep those? Do you go to Coursera to access them? We'll find out. And we need to know how long this is going to take. How long is this going to take? All right. But that is the news. That is the news for today. They have been acquired. Udemy has been acquired. One of my favorite learning platforms has been acquired by Coursera, which I've never used. So let me go. You know what? Let's go to Coursera's website real quick. Let's see what that's all about. Let's go to Coursera. What's Coursera.org? Is it Coursera.org? Let's see. I guess it is Coursera.org. Join for free. Coursera Plus, unlimited growth, unbeatable savings, degrees. You get a degree. Take your career to the next level with an online degree. Program level. See, bachelor's. Apply. Georgetown University School of Continuing Education, bachelor's in liberal studies. No, thank you. Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. That might be a good one for people learning AI, because AI has a big psychological component to it. University of North Texas General Business. No, thank you. Applied Arts and Sciences. Maybe. Illinois Tech. How does this thing work? Let me see. Let's say computer science, information tech, data science, math and logic. Let's go with that. Bachelor's of Information Technology, science and computer science, data science, computer science, data science and AI. Ooh, data science and Guwahati? Where is that? It must be. It looks like it's India or something like that. Indian Institute of Technology. Okay, yeah, there we go. Interesting. I never knew about that they had this. Let's see. Explore rules. Explore category. Let's go. AI. ChatGPT Foundation for Teachers. Accelerate your job search with AI. Building AI agents and AI workflows. Advanced topics in artificial intelligence. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Well, there you have it. There you have it. And they even have a tab for Magnetar. They even have a tab for Magnetar. Interesting. All right, cool. Well, now there we go. There we go. We're good. Let me see if there's anything in the chat. If not, we get back to building our app. All right. Let's see. My guy Junior had to head out. He says Bible study time. Enjoy the stream. Shout out to my guy Junior. Enjoy your Bible study. All right. Let's get into another 20 minutes of work. We're going to do some enhancements, run our tests, all that good stuff. All right. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, so our formatting is working properly. Our formatting is working. Let's go to, we have our custom, we have our session name in there. Everything is calculating. These two are so similar, but this one is going to be auto set. All right, cool. This works. Okay, so let's see. Let's check for the sound once it reaches 0. Let's say, can you check if the sound is working when the timer reaches 0 for the session work countdown and for the break countdown? I currently can't hear anything, so I'm not sure if it's working or not. We should have the option to not play the sound, but by default, we should have the sound on. The sound on. All right, let's go with that. Let's go with this. Well, I'm going to do a new prompt for that one. Let's do start new task. So I'm trying to limit how much I put into one task so that it can always be fresh and clean, so fresh and so clean, and go through the different prompts so that it doesn't, we don't want to confuse the AI by giving it too much. I think I've made that mistake in the past, and that's how we get into these really, really large prompts. So I'm like, all right, let's focus on the task at hand, get that one done, and now we move on to the next one. So once that is done, then we're going to try running our tests and maybe try getting it on get it on actual device. So right now we're using the Pixel 8 emulator, right? But let's try. So once we get this working, let's try to get it on a actual device at Firebase, Google's version of how Amazon has their device farm. Google has Firebase, where we can try to run our apps over there to make sure that works. And we also have to do it on Apple. I forgot about Apple. We have to do it on Apple. So let's finish. So here's the plan. Make sure the sound is working. Run tests. Try it out on well, no. Let's get it working. Let's try it out on Firebase. Then let's get it to work on Apple, and then we run the tests. So update sound to respect update. So let's see. Update storage to handle sound enabled preference. Update setting screen to add sound enabled. Update sound service to respect sound enabled. Update sound service to attempt to play uncommon code. Maybe add a fallback or instructions. Update public to include asset sounds directory. Verify changes. Okay. So let's get that working. And then we should be able to test the sound to see if it's actually going to play. And then we can find a actual device to run. Because right now there's no user information. Like we're not capturing any user data. Everything is happening locally. Users can do whatever they want with it. But then in the future, like I was saying, we are going to be implementing a whole login and analysis and stuff like that. I mean, this app has gotten so far from when we first created it, and I am so happy to see its progress. I'm super duper excited about that. Let's see. All right, let's do run. Where's it going to get the sounds from? Where are you doing a directory? Where did it create this directory? Make sounds. Lib maybe? Verify changes. All right, so update sound server to attempt to play a sound. So now it's updating its test to make sure that the sound should play. Sweet, all of our tests passed. All right, so the soundboard is now active. However, the logs show error playing sound or vibrating, unable to load asset, timer complete. You need to add a sound file named timer complete into the asset sound directory. Once this file is added, the sound should play automatically. Interesting. Where do I get a timer complete sound from? I mean, I guess it could just be an alarm clock. Let's see what our options are. What are our options? Let me see. I wonder if Runware can create some type of sound effect. Let's go to audio inference. Let's see what Runware has. So they have a bunch of 11 Lab stuff, which I don't need 11 Lab because it's more text to speech. I didn't know 11 Labs had music. Let's go to, and let's see, alarm. Yeah. That's not bad actually.
Alarm! Alarm!
That's a Brazilian alarm. Danger alarm sound effect. I actually like this one. Let's go with this one. Let's go with download MP3. I am going to name it timer complete. And we're going to take it over to, that should go in assets sound in here. Drop it in there. Let's add that. And let's stop this, start again. And we will go to focus. Let's go to, start that. And I think that should do it. Because I think the sound now is going to be packaged up, which I guess we should make it, we should also have it to look for local sound files. So you can choose from your local sound files, or you can choose the default one, which would be our alarm that we just added to it. I will say, can we also have it to use local audio files on the device? We can default to the timer complete.mp3. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. That is so awesome. Can y'all hear it? And so let's see if it plays again after we get to, after this break is done. We can default to there, but the user should have the option to use the files, to use an audio file on their local device as well. Let's see if we can do that. I'll say that one should be under code. And then, so let's see in 10 seconds if it's going to play the sound. There we go. That is awesome. That is awesome. Start work. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's go to complete the session. Let's just stop it. Stop session, and let's go to settings, play sound when timer ends. Love it. I absolutely love it. Update screen to allow selecting a custom sound file. Update sound service to play custom sound if available, otherwise default. Love it. And then we are going to say, well, we still have to fix that one other thing, but let's run. I'm really liking the fact that it's adding the unit test for us. Now that we had our initial unit test working, it's easier for it to add the unit test instead of like trying to create, because creating from scratch, like I said earlier, it is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare to do that. All right, so we are going to test pass, but you might see a missing plugin exception in the logs during testing because the path provider mock isn't fully set up for the audio player's internal needs in the test environment. This is expected in unit tests and doesn't affect the actual. Okay, that works. So now let's go to history. In the history tab, we should have the option to edit or delete a session. When you swipe to the when you swipe to the left, you should be presented a, when you swipe to the left on a session, you should be presented the option to edit or delete a session. Make sure that's not already there. Nope, it's not there. When deleting, we should have the dialog to confirm you want to delete. And when editing, you should be able to edit the, can I click on this? The money made, or you edit the session title, money made, or money spent. When you click on the session, you should get the complete session details, how much time on break, and how much time working. That's what I want here. And that would be the functionality, actually. That would be it for the history part relating to the focus timer. Read that. Add Flutter slidable dependencies to PubSpec. I should have did that as a new task, but whatever. Slidable dependencies of PubSpec. Update history screen to implement slidable for delete edit actions. Hopefully it shows the icons for edit and delete instead of like the actual words. I suspect that it's smart enough too, but you never know. You never know. Delete confirmation dialog, implement session details with view, break time, work time, verify changes. Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay, Flutter test. That was pretty good. Those were pretty quick changes. Thought it would take a little bit longer than that. Okay. Some tests failed. It's going to fix them. And then we will stop it, start it, see if those changes are there. because I want to delete like this one. They shouldn't be added in the future, but I do want to get rid of them from this part of it. One test failed. All right, let's get that one test working. Run the tests. Sweet. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's stop this. Start it. We do have one more thing to do on the main tab, because this thing always messes up for some weird reason. Let's see. All right. Let's go to history. There we go. Look at that. We have our final profit, additional cost, money made, total hours. Probably doesn't have it for these because we weren't saving them before. But let's say if we go to there we go. That's what I wanted to see. So we delete that. Do you want to delete? Yes. Let's say we go here, edit, editing timer sessions is not supported yet. What? I go here and I say edit. Okay, so this is all right. So that's fine because that shouldn't be there in the first place. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. If I go to, I don't see the breakdown of the cost of the breaks.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
And it might be because it doesn't have it yet. Let's go here. How much do we have? Oh my God, we have a lot. All right, so I'm not gonna delete all of those. I'm not gonna delete all of those. Maybe we need we need one to do like delete multiple. I'm gonna say ask. When I click on a session, I'm not seeing the session details broken down by break cost and work cost. I think so. Is it because we weren't storing them previously? And will they show up next time? Show up going forward? I'm going to ask it that, and I'm going to kick off a recording. Let's do, I'm going to, a timer, let's do that. All right, so let's go to break and we will find out what happens when we get back from break, all right? So let me see if there's anything happening in our chat. If not, we will jump into our next session, our next break time topic. Let's see here. All right, so we are going to be talking about now. Let's go to boom. Will.i.am. You guys, I personally am not familiar with Will.i.am. I know who he is. I never really listen to his music or anything like that. Just not my, maybe, I don't know. Is he, we'll see. But he talks about work-life balance. People love them some work-life balance. I am more of a work balance type of guy. Oh, there goes the alarm. We're at break. We are at break on the app, right? But Let's see what Will.i.am has to say about this work-life balance stuff. Let me get rid of the stream real quick before I switch over. Let me see. Just go like that. All right, so we are going to jump over to here. Oh, it's back. Whatever. What in the world? Hold on. Let me get rid of this thing. Annoying. Annoying much? Get rid of that. All right, so. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me one more second. Get rid of this. Okay, so this article is coming from Yahoo it's from Fortune, but it's on Yahoo's website. It says multi-millionaire musician Will.i.am says work. All right, let's stop that. Let us stop that. That's going to be too annoying. Just stop the app. All right, so multi-millionaire musician Will.i.am says work-life balance is for people working on someone else's dream and not for visionaries. What?
How dare you?
He grinds from 5 to 9 after his 9 to 5. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. If you are looking for work-life balance, then you can have it, but you will only accomplish so much. You will only accomplish so much. But if you want to win, if you are a visionary, after your 9 to 5, you got to get on your 5 to 9. And honestly, I don't even think 5 to 9 is enough. You probably have to get on to like a 5 to 12, 5 to 1 in the morning to get everything that is, especially a lot of people are like, oh, but I have a family and I have kids and I have a wife, I have a husband and stuff like that. Look, that is true. That is all great, dandy, all that good stuff. However, if you want to win, when they go to sleep, you go to work. You see, so many people, they don't have any problem working 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, right? And this is, oh, I had the night shift and I had the day shift and everything to provide. Well, guess what? Why don't you work on yourself? So maybe it's upskilling like through Udemy / Coursera. Maybe it is building an application. Who knows what? Maybe it's learning cybersecurity, AI, QA, whatever, right? But you have to spend time with your family, your loved ones. You have to be present for them. But you also have to be present for yourself. So after you put them to bed and to put them to rest and everything, you have to get on it. You have to get on your grind, get on your purpose. So that means there is, for me personally, there is no such thing as work-life balance. It is work balance. I finish my day job. Jiu-jitsu is work for me. Coaching is work for me. Streaming is work for me, learning is work for me, and I have my calendar organized to get everything done. Sometimes you have to move things around, but I remember I used to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to take the QA course, to take the web development course, AI course, whatever. I would get up early to go train, to do my workout, whatever I had to do so that I could win. While everyone else was sleeping, I was up and I was getting it. Let's get it. All right. So let's see what they have to say. So this article is written by Oriana Rose Royal. It's not just Gen Z and millennials on TikTok who are raving about the 5 to 9 after their 9 to 5. Black Eyed Peas, that's where he's from, Black Eyed Peas, is also a fan of the productivity hack. He says it's the secret to getting his creative juices flowing, as well as ditching work-life balance. What's ditch work-life balance? I agree 1,000% with this, all right? Will.i.am is busy. When he's not writing hit songs like OMG for Usher, he's looking for the next big pop star on The Voice UK or running his new AI company, FYI. Shout out to Will.i.am. So how exactly does he balance it all? The Grammy award-winning artist turned tech entrepreneur revealed to Fortune that he maxes out the 5 to 9 after the daily grind of his 9 to 5, and he advises Gen Zers to forget about work-life balance if they want to emulate his success. I absolutely, positively agree with Will.i.am. All right? It says, if you're trying to build something that doesn't exist, it's about dream reality balance. Oh, I love that. Run it, rewind, run it back. Will.i.am says, if you're trying to build something that does not exist, it's about dream reality balance. Put that on a billboard. Put that on your billboard for life. For your life. Your billboard for your life. If you want to build something that does not exist, as Stephen would say, put the camera on me. If you want to build something that does not exist, it's about dream reality balance. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love that. I love that. I can't agree more with that. All right, it says work-life balance means you're working for somebody else's dream. Because guess what? That other person's dream that you're working for, the CEO, the CTO, the COO, they don't have work-life balance. Maybe the Canvas CEO has some sort of work-life balance, but the majority of CEOs, they do not have work-life balance. The majority of entrepreneurs, the majority of because guess what? If a small business owner, right? Let's say you own a restaurant and you already don't have work-life balance because your restaurant probably opens at, if it maybe at 7 a.m. If you serve breakfast, you're probably there at like 6 a.m. And you're probably, if it's like they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're probably there till like midnight. So you're there from 6 a.m. to like midnight. And then you still have to find time to do the books. You're probably open 7 days a week. So while your employees, while your dishwasher and your line cook and your chef or whoever, your waiters, your waitresses, they might have some work-life balance because they're working a set amount of hours. But the owner, they do not have work-life balance because they are there all the time. And let's say you just finished closing up the restaurant, right? At 1 o'clock in the morning. You finally get home at 1:30, 2 o'clock. You close your eyes to go to sleep. And at 3:30 a.m., yes, you get a call from the alarm company. The alarm is going off. You're like, oh my God, what is going on? Burglar alarm. So the police are dispatched, but guess what? You also have to go down to your restaurant to make sure everything is safe. Everything is okay. You get there and you find out a homeless person broke the window because they were freezing cold in the winter and they wanted to stay warm. Yup, it happens. So now you have to cover up the window. And you still have to be ready for the morning at 6 a.m. So your entire night is ruined, which means your entire week is ruined and you have an additional cost. Where is the work-life balance for the owner? It does not exist. So as Will.i.am is saying, work-life balance means you're working for somebody else's dream. You just have a job supporting somebody else's dream and you want to balance your work and your life. And guess what? That is totally fine if that's what you want. I love that for you. But there is absolutely no room to complain, to crying about affordability. I just want to work 9 to 5. I want to get paid $30 an hour for working a menial job. Sorry, not sorry. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
It ain't gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. So if you actually want to win, if you don't want to complain and cry, itch and moan, you need to get your 5 to 9 as well. Get your 9 to 5, get your 5 to 9. Build for yourself. While you're working for somebody else, building their dreams, you also have to work for yourself to build your damn dreams. Or shut the hell up and don't complain about it. Shut the hell up and don't complain about it. Simple as that. All right? But if it's a dream reality balance, I so love that terminology, dream reality. I love that terminology. If it's a dream reality balance, then it's not work. Facts. That is a fact, right? It says, it's a dream that you're trying to put into reality. You're ignoring your current reality. And that's why you see me. I have a different app for every single day. Tuesdays, we have our time cost calculator. Thursdays, those vary. Those are smaller apps, plugins, things of that nature. Sundays are speech coaching app. And I still have the apps that I work with my tech barbarian. So for example, I reached actually two of my tech barbarians. One of them, they've already been working on an app for a very long time. Another one of them though, I said, you know what? I don't like what's going on. I'm gonna put you to work on one of the other apps that I'm building, so that you can start building your experience, because you're not getting the necessary experience that you need. And then I reached out to another one. I mean, you know what? We don't communicate enough. I can't see your growth, your visibility. I don't have visibility. I don't have insight. You're going to be testing the speech coaching app, and that way we can work together, and I can train you, tutor you, coach you, so that you can excel. And whatever troubles, whatever insecurities, whatever doubts you have in the workplace, I am going to wipe those away, because you are going to be a superstar, but we have to work together closely. And while each of them have a 9 to 5, we need to get on that 5 to 9 for our growth, for our success, for our ideas, for our thinking process. We need to build that. We need to build that. All right, let's continue. For example, after working on his tech venture from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Will.i.am says that he goes back to work on his creative business until 9 p.m. But before his AI company was a reality, his day was flipped. He'd work on music first before dipping into his tech side hustle well into the evening. So before his tech company blew up, he was primarily working on his music. But then it looks like his tech company surpassed his 9 to 5, where he flipped it around, where now the music seems to be a side hustle. The music seems to be a side hustle because business is booming for his tech hustle. I just gained so much more respect, because I didn't have any disrespect. I just didn't know Will.i.am that well. I knew he had got into a tech company, but this is absolutely fast. I'm going to be looking up his company, FYI, and we'll probably do a profile next year on Will.i.am's FYI company, because this is absolutely amazing. All right. It says it's why he advises young people to reframe how they think of their time off, work, and their current 9 to 5 reality. You guys hate me for it, but I say all the time, work balance. Dream reality balance, work balance. After you finish your 9 to 5, you jump on your 5 to 9 or your 5 to 10, your 5 to 11, whatever. And whatever it is that you like to do, make it work, make it meaningful, make it productive for you. All right. I'm not really paying attention to this reality, he explains. I'm trying to bring that one, a new business venture or idea, here, and focusing on how do I get people who believe in this dream to help me materialize it. So for that, you have to make some type of sacrifice to bring this thing that doesn't exist here. I'm telling you, like over the weekend, I said, you know what? For jiu-jitsu, I have trouble with my instructionals, like being able to track them, being able to effectively drill them. So I quickly built a little app that helps me track the drilling of my instructionals, right? So when I purchased an instructor from BJJ Fanatics, I had trouble tracking and properly drilling them. So I said, you know what? I built a little app. I'm going to make it available to my jiu-jitsu friends, and we are going to start drilling more together. And I have the app to track and to push me to do more, right? But that's the thought that sparks, because I actually do stuff instead of I just, I'm done off my day job, but they don't pay me enough. Well, guess what? I build my own reality. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. From that perspective, work-life balance is not for the architects that are pulling visions into reality. Those words don't compute to the mindset of materializers. Tell them, Will.i.am. Will.i.am doesn't even take time out for his birthday and goes to work in China on Boxing Day. I'm telling you, there are no days off. It's even when I'm not streaming, I'm still working. It's tomorrow's New Year's is Christmas Eve. Working, editing, publishing. We have our software explorations. We're going to be talking about our AI security engineer role, joining the AI red team, right? We're going to be going live on Christmas, working on our Stream Deck plugin, our custom Stream Deck plugin. We do not miss. We don't miss. If I'm sick and I don't have a voice to talk, I might be getting some rest, but if I am awake and alive, I will be doing something productive. Facts. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Because of course, many young people already devote hours to their side hustle and personal development after work. Millions of Gen Zers and millennials are tuning into people's 5 to 9 evening routine on TikTok. I don't know TikTok, so I really don't know about that. But I hear a lot of complaining. Affordability, this, affordability, that. Where do you live? What type of work do you do? How much student loan debt do you have? Did you spend $500,000 on a degree that gets you a job that pays $30,000 a year, and then you're living in New York or California, and you're crying and complaining about affordability? Get the out of here, all right? Give me. I ain't buying it, all right? But Will.i.am is chipping away at your dreams when most people are off work, extends to weekends, birthdays, and holidays. I didn't party. I was always a square, meaning you work too much, man. Let's go out. I'm like, that's how they be with me. Like, oh, well, I just want to have fun. Guess what? I made working fun. I made streaming fun. That's just me. You see me here having a great time, figuring out issues, building applications, talking to you guys. That is my fun. That's my fun. That is my sports. That is my entertainment. Learning, working. I am a proud square. I'm telling you, I am loving Will.i.am more and more. All right, go out. I don't want to go out. I just always worked. Oh my God. The rapper says, it's your birthday. What are you going to do? Work? That's a fact. That is a fact. You ain't going to celebrate? Work? I am celebrating because I'm working. I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing what, if there is a day that goes without me, and that's one of the reasons that I actually like Level Platform. They give me they give you the 5 credits per day, and that makes sure that I get some work in. I always get some work in. Let's keep going. There goes Will.i.am. It says, the multimillionaire says he's always saved the celebrating for the stage where he can finally enjoy the fruits of his labor. Tell them Will.i.am.
We the best.
That was so encouraging, so motivational. I am ready. I am ready. Key takeaway. The key takeaway, if you don't want to build somebody else's dream, you need to stop looking for work-life balance. You need to start looking for dream reality balance. Bring your dreams to reality, all right? And that's all we got to say about that. All right, so let me see anything in the chat. If not, we're gonna go. So we have in the building over on the Twitch side of the game, we got Claude. Is it Codlo? What's up? Hello to you as well. Shout out to you watching over on the Twitch side of the game. I have not been on Twitch in over a month. I am so happy to be back, and we will be back on Twitch going forward continually. Right? We're not going to miss on Twitch. I had to get my OBS life right, and now we're good to go. And we'll be back on Twitch all the time. All of the time. So welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, let's get into our last working segment for tonight. Let's get it. Let's go over here, and we're going to go.
It's time to do.
Okay, so we have, let me see what was going on here. check calculation entry for break work, update timer session to model. Okay, so let's run that. I feel so excited, so motivated by that last break time from Will.i.am talking about dream and reality balance. Oh, I just love it. Oh my God, I love it. So excited. Oh my God. You guys have no idea how empowering that feels to read that article. So many people, they're always, oh, work-life balance. And the thing is, right, the companies have bought into it because they will say, oh, you know, how's the work-life balance? And we offer this, and we offer that. And I'd be like, cool. But I'm always working. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm working because I'm dreaming about features, about app ideas, my mind is always going. My mind is, that is one of the beauties of having self-diagnosed ADHD and self-diagnosed OCD. All right. All right. Let's see what's happening. Run build runner to update Hive adapters, update history to display. So it might not have it yet. Let's see. Ew. Oh, come on. I hate when this happens. Update history screen to display break. Let's retry. I don't know why it always does that. But let's get the let's get the test running. Get the test passing, I should say. And then we will fix one last thing. What? Come on. What are you doing? Proceed anyways. Sometimes it gets stuck over here, but we just need to, all right, let's go to, let's say start new task. We were trying to verify the changes to the history tab to see the breakdown of the session that would include the total work time and total break time, but ran into a model error when trying to verify the tests. Can we confirm that? Ugh, annoying. All right, let's go to that. And I think I could start the app as well. We start the app. And we should be able to see where we can choose our sound as well. So if we go to settings, custom sound, no items available in here. But if you have files on your phone, then you should be able to see it. How do I go back? All right, so let's go here, play sound when timer ends, history, if we click on that. Let's start up a new timer. We'll let this one run. What is it doing here? Check storage for adapter registration. Run. All right, let's do this test. Timer session adapter. I wonder what that's all about. Let's see. So test passed. Fix the model. What model error? What are you talking about? I don't think there's a. I think it misunderstood what I meant with the model error. I was talking about the AI model error, not the model error in the actual. Whatever. Misunderstood. What are you doing? All right, so now let's wait to this break timer to. I'm gonna stop it because it's confused. But we are getting some more tests in the process though, so that's pretty good. So let's fix the last issue. And then we can go to, so if we fix the last issue, which is on the main page, where it is not doing the increment correctly, because we always run into that problem. I don't know why. We can get that working. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna do a new task. Let's say start work now. Cool, that's perfect. All right, good. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna do test. Oops, test. Come on. Session. And let's do complete. Let's just save that. And history. Let's go to click on that. I still don't see the breakdown of the, I still don't see the breakdown of the, I don't see the breakdown of the time, the cost for the working and the cost for the break. So we will say, I still don't see the time for the time cost of working and the time cost of the break when I look at the session details in the history tab. I'm going to do that in another, I'm going to put that in another prompt because I still need to fix that one more thing, but it's preventing me from getting there because I do want that included because you want to have a good breakdown. What are you still doing? Why are you creating all these tests? Widget is, oh, okay. So it's adding a widget test. Let's see. But I do want to. Okay, it's running the widget test. The widget tests are always a little bit weird, as you've seen in the past. I am going to, let's see. And the widget tests do take a little bit longer to run as well. Uh-oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Hello? I'm not sure if it's gonna, let me see, where's my, let me see. Not sure if it's gonna, did it get stuck? 4, 5. I'm looking at the PID in my activity monitor. Four, 5. Let's see here. 4, 5. 492. It's there, but I think it's stuck. I'm gonna cancel it. All right, so that's done. We can always run the widget test on our own. I'm going to say start new task. We're gonna do this one real quick, and then we're going to. I'm gonna start typing up my prompt for the other thing. Which is when we are on the calculator tab, when I'm on the calculator tab, when there is no entry in the time spent on activity, and I click the increment button, nothing happens. Let me see if I click on that, if anything shows up. Increment / decrement button for hours and minutes. Nothing happens. When I place a value in there, then the increment decrement work for both fields. We've had this issue before in the past, but when we make an update, this one always reverts. Can we fix that permanently? All right, so that's going to be my prompt. I'm going to put it over somewhere else for now so I don't lose it in case I need to follow up with this current prompt. So right now it says analyze how a timer session is created and saved to ensure work duration and break duration are populated. Check lib service timer service. Check. Okay. Verify when stop timer is called if sessions are being saved correctly. Verify if history screen is actually displaying the fields it seems to be in the code. If data flow is correct, consider if the user wants different labels or if there's a UI issue. Update history screen to display work costs and break costs in the list title subtitle. I would actually prefer it to be in the. I've updated history screen to explicitly display the work costs in the session details list tile. Let's stop it and start over again to see what happens. Total cost is the sum of work. All right, so let's see how this is going to show. If it looks good, then it can stay. I don't see it. What are you talking about? Total hours, money made. I don't see it. Let's do. Only showed money spent, so I've updated the history screen to explicitly display the work costs and break costs in the session detail list tile. Only showed money spent, which was the total cost. Now, for timer session item, it breaks down the cost. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna start another timer. Start. And I'm going to do a new task while it's counting down because we'll come in back and check it. I'm going to paste this so we can get that part fixed up. So we're killing two birds with one stone. We're going to be updating the code to get that increment decrement stuff working, and we'll see what happens when this counts down. And then next week we can focus, next Tuesday, because we're going to be live. We don't take any days off because we are doing our 5 to 9, our work balance, our dream reality balance, right? And we are going to run all of our tests, make sure those are passing, and then we're also going to start our deployment process. So we're going to build the app. Well, we'll test it on Apple. We'll test it on an actual. All right. Test it on Apple. Test it on an actual Android device. Test it on a device anywhere, or not device anywhere. AWS device farm for iOS to test on a real device, and then we can get to deploying to the respective app stores, or at least starting the process to get it tested and everything like that. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. Nothing yet. Reading the main file. Total session cost. We have our total work time. Total break time. All right, start work. Let's say complete the session. Let's say save. Let's go to history. See, I don't see it. It's not showing it. So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't see it. I don't see the breakdown of the total hours. So we'll go back to that one maybe next week to get that one ironed out. But everything else, it seems to be working. We're still waiting for, I don't know why this is taking so long. Here. It's taking a lot longer than I'll expect. We got beloved brother in the building, of course, trying to get more PTO. Always trying to get PTO. I tell you. Why is this thing taking so long? Let's see, expand that. I don't know why it's taking so long. Let's see here. Did you get stuck? All right, let's cancel and start over because it shouldn't take that long at all. Let's say resume. All right, there we go. It's like it just got stuck. Sometimes these AI things get stuck, you know? You have to hold its hand and guide it there every now and then. Okay, I feel like it's being a very, very slow reader right now because we've been waiting indefinitely now. Have to cancel again and resume again.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
Let's finish this off to see why it's taking so long. It's not that hard. It is really not that hard. I'm gonna do a new task maybe. All right, this is weird. This is weird. I'm going to cancel altogether. I'm going to paste it over again. Let's change the debug, actually. All right, let's see what's going on. I feel like this is the easiest part of it, and it's like going super slow for no good reason. So let's do this. Let's let it try to work or something like that. And we're going to go to our last break time topic. Okay, I see it's moving now. So let's do that. And then before we wrap up the show, we'll come back and check it to make sure that it's done. So let's go to break. Let's go to break. Let me check the chat real quick. And we have the beloved, yes, our dearly beloved brother, Rod Brown, in the building. Says, you keep working, but you gave me 2 weeks off, so I am enjoying it.
Bruh.
For the record, I did not give Rod Brown 2 weeks off. I gave my tech barbarians 2 weeks off from our sprint work, but Rod Brown became an adopted tech barbarian, and he decided to take 2 weeks off as well. What are we gonna do?
How dare you?
So does that mean, Rod Brown, that you are not going live tomorrow? Are you not going live tomorrow? Is that what you're telling me? On Christmas Eve, you're not going to bless us with a Christmas message? I am broken. I am brokenhearted. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Aww. Rod Brown says, "Hey, you said it, not me." I'm a faithful tech barbarian. Only when convenient, apparently. Only when convenient. Anyways, let's jump into this last story. This last story is terrifying. It is terrifying. Why is it terrifying? So, did AI falsely accuse this man, leading him to be assaulted in prison? What? Yes, I said it. I said it. The claim is this man was assaulted in prison because AI falsely accused him of a crime. Let's dive into it. Brother beloved, you might want to review this as well, right? But let's see what, and I apologize if there's any graphic content in here. This is a news site, right? But let's see.
Faulty facial recognition software is at the heart of this case. 61-year-old Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr., a grandfather, was taken to jail because the technology pinned him as the primary suspect for that robbery. But according to the lawsuit, he was taken to jail, and in a matter of hours, he was beaten, raped, and then released. And now,
a grandfather was accused of robbery? Hold up. A grandfather was accused of this robbery? How old is this guy?
Faulty facial recognition software is at the heart of this case. 61-year-old Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr., a grandfather, was
61 years old, accused of robbery?
Taken to jail because the technology pinned him as the primary suspect for that robbery. But according to the lawsuit, he was taken to jail, and in a matter of hours, he was beaten, raped, and then released. And now, years later, he's suing.
Years later? When did this happen? So, okay, let's find out what this technology actually is.
On January 22nd, 2022, this sunglass hut on West Gray in Houston was robbed by two armed men. The employees inside were threatened at gunpoint and taken to the back of the store while the suspects stole money and several pairs of glasses.
Sunglass Hut may not have access to facial recognition.
Wait, so that means he would have been 58? If it was in 2022, that's 3 years ago. He's 61. He would have been. You're telling me a 58-year-old grandfather is robbing Sunglass Hut? All right, we got to hear more.
Software. And so the documents show that they took the video to Macy's, who then used his features to determine that he was the one that had robbed the Macy's before, and identified him as Mr. Murphy and told Sunglass Hut.
Daniel Duco, the lawyer for 61-year-old Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr., who is from Houston, says his client was in California at the time of the crime. Murphy Jr. eventually moved back to Texas for work in October of 2023.
And he goes to the DMV to get his driver's license renewed. And the police officer comes from around the counter and puts handcuffs on him and arrests him.
And that was the beginning of a life-changing ordeal. Murphy was taken to jail for multiple felony warrants for the robbery at the Sunglass Hut. Court documents suggest the store employee was also prepped by the company and identified Murphy as the robber, with facial recognition playing a key role in his arrest. Murphy gave officers his alibi. It checked out, and he was told he would be released.
While he was being held in jail, he was going to use the restroom. He was beaten, sexually assaulted, raped.
Because of the nature of the alleged crime, lawyers say Murphy Jr. was put alongside violent criminals. 3 men followed him to the bathroom and raped him with a shank pressed against his neck.
A 58-year-old? Are you... Outside of the whatever technology that they use to falsely identify him, a 58-year-old grandfather? Like, justice system, police, Texas police, whatever. You put a 58-year-old grandfather? I mean, the crime he was accused of at gunpoint, robbing a Sunglass Hut, that's pretty serious. But a 58-year-old, I wonder, like, was he... This is weird.
He was released and the case was dismissed. He is now suing the parent company of Sunglass Hut and Macy's for using the facial recognition software that led to his false imprisonment. The dangers of using this technology is also outlined in court documents.
I know for a fact that studies have shown that African Americans have a high rate of false positives based on facial recognition software. I also know comparing people who are older with pictures of other people when younger. So age gaps have a very high rate, up to 90% of false positives.
According to his lawyer, Murphy has long-standing physical and psychological injuries, and he is now coming forward to raise awareness and hopefully...
I'm pretty sure he would have... I'm pretty sure you'd have some serious physical and psychological damage from his experience in the big house, even though it was for a few hours. But those were probably the longest hours of his life. You know what? Scratch that. Not probably. Those were the longest hours of his life, right? But here's the problem, right? Here's another problem that I have. The fact, for me at least, I don't blame the technology, Macy's, Sunglass Hut, as much as I blame the justice system, the police. Because just because this facial recognition software said it was so-and-so, where is your due diligence to see, like, how do you put this guy in jail with violent felons before you even verified his alibi? Just because the facial recognition software said that he might be, that is so stupid. That is ridiculous. Did you guys ever see the TV show Person of Interest? How they had that basically AI before AI. They built a machine that is now coming a reality. But the fact that they would just say, oh, because this facial, if you look at my thumbnails, I can pass my picture through AI to generate a different image of me to be a thumbnail. So the fact that they would say, oh well, the facial recognition software said it's this person, therefore it must be true. Hold up. That is, because so far they've mentioned that the Sunglass Hut and Macy's are in the lawsuit. How the hell does Sunglass Hut own Macy's, or does Macy's own Sunglass Hut, that they would just go like, you can take the video from Sunglass Hut to Macy's? Like, what? This makes no sense, right? But then the fact that the police would do no investigation before putting a 58-year-old man in jail with violent felons? Just say, oh yeah, his alibi checks out, let's let him out after he's been assaulted? Come on, man. In the words of Joe Biden, come on, man.
Prevent this from happening to someone else.
Now, I want to note here, the Houston Police Department and Harris County is not named in this lawsuit. It's a long list of people here, and
they should, like, why are they not named? Why are they not named in this lawsuit? That is absolutely crazy. They would have been the very first people that I'd be going after, because guess what? It wasn't even police technology that they relied on. They relied on Macy's technology. Like, that has to be the most lackadaisical police work I've ever heard of. That they would rely on Macy's technology, like not even your own technology, not even your own analysts, your own tech people to analyze. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Not one of them. Murphy's attorney also believes the parent companies for Macy's and Sunglass Hut are the real people at fault here, and they are suing for $10 million. We did our...
How are they the real people at fault? They do not have the power to arrest, to prosecute, or put you in jail. All they said was, you know what? That's a recommendation. It might have been this person based on our facial recognition software, but the police didn't do any investigative work. They just said, oh, well, let's just put a warrant out for his arrest. He didn't even know he had a warrant out for his arrest. That is, if he's suing Macy's and Sunglass Hut or the parents, I guess they are related. Maybe I'm gonna do a quick search here. Do Macy's and Sunglass Hut share parent companies or parent company? No, Macy's and Sunglass Hut don't share a single parent company. Rather have a long-term partnership with Luxottica. Sunglass Hut's parent company operates Sunglass Hut as exclusive leased departments inside of Macy's stores. Oh, so they don't have the parent company, but they share a partnership. All right, so with that, still, if they're suing Macy's and Sunglass Hut for $10 million, I would sue the Houston Police Department and whoever else for $50 million, because this is absolutely crazy. There was no... this makes me mad. Makes me so mad.
Due diligence, I reached out to Macy's. They say, quote, we have no comment on pending litigation.
That is absolutely crazy. I feel terrible for this person that he was placed in this situation. I have no word. This is crazy. This like I said, I don't think the technology is at fault as much as the police department, because the police department relied on some other company's faulty technology and they did no investigation, no due diligence. This is a major, major fail. Anyways, whatever. So I hope he wins, and I hope he has more lawsuits for more money against the actual police department, because they are to me, they're more at fault than Macy's and Sunglass Hut. All right, let me check the chat, and then we will check up on our Flutter, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So Beloved says, sheesh, boy, I'm telling you, that was a crazy story. Says, yeah, I'm suing everyone, police department, the district attorney for getting me there, the judges, the governor, the lieutenant governor, anybody that has a email address that ends in .gov, they are getting, or whatever the Texas one is, they are getting sued, because that was crazy. That was crazy. Oh my God, that is so, I am so bothered by it. I am so bothered by that. And Beloved says, if the alibi checked out, then you shouldn't have arrested him prior to his arrest. I understand what you mean. It sounds a little confusing, but yes, they should. See, the thing is, they issued a warrant for his arrest without doing any investigation, just because some camera said, "Oh, it's probably this guy." What? Are you serious? Like that is crazy. That was not right. That was not right at all. All right. Let's see. Magnetar in the build. What's up, my guy, Magnetar? Let me hit Magnetar with a.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
What up, Magnetar? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday evening? How are you doing? Yes, I said government because the Houston Police Department, although they are not named in the lawsuit, we just reviewed this article or this video where facial recognition got this guy locked up and assaulted in jail for, he was only there for a grandfather. At the time he was 58, 59 years old, got put in jail and assaulted while in jail. And then they're like, oops, our bad, it wasn't you, your alibi checked out. Not cool, not cool at all. All right. Magda says, just got here. What up? Always a blessing and a pleasure to have you here. Hey. All right, so we're gonna be wrapping up in just a second. Let's just take a look at, I'm not even gonna put any time. Let me go back to over here, over there, and we're gonna be wrapping up this real quick. Let me see. We're just trying to get through our Flutter tests. I'm gonna stop this. Let me stop this. Start it again, see if it's working. So we have the test for it. Let's see if no, it's not working yet. It is not working yet. So what we'll do, we will focus on fixing this next week. And then we'll fix this next week. Increment button should update value. But are you making changes? Okay, so it is making changes to the actual code. But let me see. Yep. We'll leave it at that. We'll figure this part out next week. That'll be the only thing two things we need to fix, and then test it on other devices, on actual devices, and then we'll start working on pushing to the app stores. So next week, between the week after that, there's no years for us. There's no days, years. We just keep working. We just keep working because we do not miss, because we are the best.
We the best.
All right, let me check the chat and then we're gonna get out of here. Let me see. Magna says, nah, sorry is not good enough. I hope he sues. So he's suing Macy's and Sunglass Hut because they're the ones who use the facial recognition software that the police took at face value, no pun intended. So he's suing them for $10 million. I hope he sues the Houston Police Department as well and whoever else, because I think that they were the true violators of his rights and not necessarily Sunglass Hut and Macy's, but they probably have way more money. I don't know, but we shall see. And we have Cool Gamer 56 in the building over on the Twitch side of the game. Hi, it says hello to you too as well. And I truly appreciate you for tuning in.
I appreciate you.
But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Remember, tomorrow, we are going to be premiering our AI security engineer over on YouTube so that you can see, is this for you? Joining the AI red team, AI cybersecurity. Stop these attacks, all that good stuff. Thursday night, we're going to be going live. We're going to be working on our Stream Deck plugin. Let me see. We're going to be, Friday, we have the bug bite. Let me see. Anything else? Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Follow on Twitch. All that good stuff. Purpose album. All major streaming platforms. TechWithDrop.dev. sign up. Join us for our Vibe Coding Chills. Join us for our Scrum Nights. Join us for exclusive content that's going to be coming out more in 2026. All right? That's everything. One more check for the chat. Nothing else. All right, we are out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. If I don't see you guys on Thursday, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to you guys. Techo Trough, we are out.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
Spartans! What is your profession?
This ain't no machine that will break. Sometimes the battery hit red. I ain't stopping, I'm just rebooting. Why the bounce back? Go! Go! Eyes heavy like I'm lifting weight with my eyelid. Brain foggy, feeling like I'm stranded on an island. Coffee pot empty and the energy is silent. Fighting with the demons in my head, getting violent. Staring at the screen, but the progress isn't moving. Spinning on the wheels, tell me what am I proving? Body aching, bad breaking, losing all the grooving. Every single step feels like I'm just losing. Working 24, but the needle barely nudging. Feel like I'm a hammer, but the wall isn't budging. Burn on creepy, yeah, the shadow is a trudging. Doubters on the sideline, yeah, they always judging. Is it worth the stress? Is it worth the hypertension? Did I make the turn? Did I lose the dimension? Need a little break, need a little intervention. Before I crash out and I lose the retention. Man, I'm feeling fried, sucker to your sizzling. Is it getting blurry and the rain start drizzling? Also feeling heavy, motivation and fizzling. Waiting for the steak, but I don't hear the sizzling. But I can't quit, now I came to the flag. Even when I'm drinking and I'm feeling like a rag. Got too many gold packs inside the bag. Gotta push through even when I hit the lag. Just need a minute, just need to close the blinds. Disconnect the server, disconnect the lines. Lay the head down, let the body unwind. So I can wake up and get back on the grind. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Told her high for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My job is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. They sitting in the stands with a popcorn ready. Praying that my knees buckle, hoping I ain't steady. Wanna see the downfall, wanna see it messy. Wanna see me crash like a stolen Chevy. I see the side eyes, hear the whispers in the dark. Waiting for the flame to extinguish the spark. They wanna see the dog loot a bite in the bark. But I'm a gray white swimming like a shark. If I quit now, man, I win the whole game. If I slow down, they gon' tarnish the name. Gotta feed the fire, gotta feed the flame. Satisfaction that they seek is a damn shame. I ain't gon' give it to them, never gon' fold. Story of my fair is a story never told. My desire to win is worth my goal. Bigger than the hate that they tryna hold. So I take a rest, yeah, I hit the pillow hard. Reboot the system, put the ace front of car. Keep the haters locked out, standing in the yard. While I recharge the battery and lower down the guard. Just for an hour, let the new runs reset. Wake up cleaner than I ever been yet. Ready for the war, ready for the threat. Gonna make them pay every single little debt. They want me to crumble, they want me to crack. But I bounce back like a rubber on the track. Sleep is the weapon, get the mind intact. Then I hit the gas, never looking back. I'm burned out, but I ain't bowed out. No, just need a nap, then I'm back on the route. Close the eyes for a second, shut the world out. Wake up a beat, scream and shout. I can let them see me lose, I can give them that. They waiting on the crumble, waiting on the splat. My drive is too big, yeah, I'm taking it back. Just a power nap, then I'm back on attack. Okay, I'm up now, white to cross the eye. Looking in the mirror, no more disguise. Demon on my shoulder, yeah, he finally died. Energy is peaking, reaching for the sky. Thought I was dumb and you must be crazy. Thought the burnout meant that I was getting lazy. Vision was blurry, now it ain't hazy. Pushing up Daisy, now I'm pushing Mercedes. Word didn't change, but the mind stay with flip. Got a new Mac and I put in a clip. Haters looking sick, yeah, they starting to trip. Watching me and sin while they sinking in the ship. Progress was slow, now I'm moving like speed. Planting whole force when I planted the seed. Satisfy the want, satisfy the need. Made the competition turn around and bleed. I do it for the win, I don't do it for the likes. Coming up the mountain while you riding on trikes. Heading for the top, yeah, I'm planning the strikes. Running up the score, yeah, I'm racking up strikes. Turning the engine, failure's not an option. Turning every obstacle into adoption of a new method. Yeah, I'm swapping and I'm copying. Only thinking is the records that I'm popping. Burnout was a lie, it was just a little test. Put a head down, got a little bit of rest. Now I'm back stronger, pounding on the chest. Put me to the trial and I asked the question. Yeah, I'm wide awake now. You shouldn't have blinked. I can let them see me lose. My drive is bigger, be a head, be bigger than a hate. Back, better work, 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 better work. Let's get it. Ho get it. Yeah. Finally hit that checkpoint. They said it couldn't be done, but they ain't on this road. Windows down, bass all the way up. Just ride.
Oh, this that open road, cruise control. Milestone pass, now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase, feeling yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
They don't know the hours that I had to put in, all the door they shut that I had to kick in, all the nights I missed, all the sleep I lost. They just see the shine, they don't know the cost. Remember nights I was praying for a breakthrough, staring at the ceiling, wondering what I'm gon' do. Man, the burnout's real, had to push right through it. Had a vision in my head, I just had to stick to it. All the talk was cheap, man, that noise was loud. Had to block them out, separate from the crowd. They was throwing dirt, trying to cloud the name, while I was in the lab, building out the frame. Every line of code, every hour on the stream was a brick I laid for the whole damn dream. This ain't happened overnight, this was slow cooked. Every L I took was a lesson in the textbook. Now I'm on the highway, cruise set at 80, feeling like the man, yeah, I'm feeling like maybe I was built for this, maybe it's my time. This milestone's a checkpoint, not the finish line. The bass from the 808 shaking no whip. Took a deep breath, man, I'm enjoying the trip. This is just a preview of the movie, not the end. Time to hit the gas and do it all again. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass, now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind, all that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror. So I'm rolling solo, just me and my thoughts, plotting on the next move, connecting the dots. This milestone is sweet, yeah, I'ma let it soak in, but the blueprint for the next one is already spoken to. New exist, man, the vision's panoramic. They was sleeping on a kid, now they in a panic, trying to jump on board, trying to ride the wave. The same ones who doubted, the same ones who paid. I just tip the hat, I don't hold a grudge. From where I'm sitting, man, I'm way too far above all the petty drama, all that he said, she said. I'm just focused on the profit, focused on the bread. Optimistic for the future, cause I built the past. Got the foundation solid, know this thing will last. This that tech coach vision, this that pioneer flow. Planted all the seeds, now I'm about to watch it grow to a whole new level, to a different height. I ain't even worried, man, the future's looking bright. It's that round midnight vibe, feeling so alive. Some folks just survive, man, I'm learning how to thrive. So I let the beat rock, fast and heavy bass, while my mind is slow, steady, winning the race. Got the plan laid out for the next 5 years. Cheers to the hustle, man, and cheers to the tear. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass, now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate mind, all that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's the next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror.
And I won't let them break me, no matter what they send my way. This highway's open, and I'm focused, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah, just like that. The beat ride. That negativity can't even catch up, man. We on a different frequency. Phase 1, complete. Phase 2, loading.